I don't know. Okay, Dad go on StreamYard too. So now I got them going on both of them. But I'm learning how to do this shit. So if y'all already know, which probably all y'all do, you know what I'm saying, how to do this shit, just holler at me and, you know what I'm saying, let me know. And I want to say thank you too for helping me build this page up right here, this channel, because we had like 90 subscribers and shit. And then y'all done jumped me up to like 250 and we on a race to 300. And I'm like really happy about that. I'm definitely trying to get this channel monetized. So, you know, you got to hit that threshold. So I'm on the way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for y'all helping me do that. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot to offer as far as filmmaking go and, you know, being from the hood and talking shit about the different things that go on around the world. I got an interesting opinion. So I talk on here so y'all can do and, you know, kick it with me and shit and get to know me. Hood Films, just the brand. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty proud of it too because it's been a stretch, a little route that we were running. But we actually got things done over here, you know what I'm saying? Making movies. You can see the new movie right now. It's called Killer Rapper. It's right here on this channel. It's free. I gave it to you for free so you can see my work and see what I do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to just watch all the old products and be like, damn, man, that's old. But you can see something right now, fresh out of 2021. And it's the movie that I'm promoting and pushing to the world. Plus, I got a new book. It's called How to Make a Hood Movie. You can get this. I have a link in the description so you can actually download the ebook. Or you can purchase it on Amazon. How to Make a Hood Movie. This is my first book. That's me right there. You feel me? This just different shots. The history of filmmaking right here. The history of hood movies. I'm About It and Baller Blocking. That's my first movie right there, Last Dance. And I just give you a little breakdown. This is my latest movie right here, the one you're gonna see if you check it out for free right here on this channel. So check my new book out, man. I'm jumping in the author game right now. So check me out. I'm on Amazon. And I appreciate y'all. So, you know, I basically throughout the week I watch a bunch of shows that come online. Like I watch 85 South, you know what I'm saying, with Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, and DC Young Fly. I also watch 5150 show, which you know you probably found me right here kicking around the 5150 show talking about the stuff that happened with them last week. You also got me at $1 million worth of game. So each week I actually watch those shows in its entirety. So if I'm doing work, editing pictures, editing videos, I let that play while I just kick it. Then it's funny shit they talk about on there. It's kind of like how I spend the daytime when I'm doing work. They come on different days of the week. I think $1 million worth of game come on Mondays. Tuesdays come on with 5150 show, and then Friday come with the 85 South show. So basically, I just bump all three of those shows, and then on a weekly recap, not only do I talk about those shows, but I talk about the different movies that I actually watched throughout the week. And maybe you might be interested in seeing some of these movies. So one movie I saw this week was called Don't Tell a Soul. Don't Tell a Soul. And I give a review on that. You can check it right here on the channel. And I saw another movie called Run, Hide, Fight. And I give a review on that right here on the channel. So you can check both of those out. Those movies are cool movies, you know what I'm saying? You might can find them online or you can find them on Netflix. I think I seen them on Prime Video too. So you can check those movies out. And I just give a breakdown on both movies and what the fuck they're about and like what the people did with them, how it is cinematically, what kind of filmmaking shit that I picked up on. And so I rock with that. And I do that because I'm watching movies anyway, you know what I'm saying, as far as studying for filmmaking, then producing my own shit. I'm finna shoot a new movie. I'm finna do like a one-man movie. It's called a container film. So it's gonna be like a one location, one actor, you know what I'm saying, in a movie. And I'm trying to piece that together. I've been like working on this idea of doing this for years, but I couldn't really figure it out. So I had to watch a bunch of other kind of movies and shit. So I can get an idea. But so far, so good. I think this was going pretty intriguing, the one I got going. So maybe it'll be something that y'all want to check out when I get it going. So it's not finished yet. It ain't even got started yet, but it's going to get going. Normally, when I put my hands on a movie, every fucking time I put my hands on a movie, it's a finished product. It's done. It's fixed. It's a done deal. So that's why I say check out my playlist where it say right here on this station called New Movies 2021. And you can see my new movie as well as a few other films that I made over the years. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I spent my life doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So basically, man, let's kick it off with I go with the 85 South show this time because we already talked about the 5150 show and other shows, but the 85 South show was dope this week because they had the Wall Street Trapper and they had Earn Your Leisure, which is two different black dudes that's from different parts of the country, but they both talk about financial literacy and how to get money, how to stack money, how to get money online, and they interview motherfuckers who actually be doing it in their own worlds. They out of New York, the Earn Your Leisure dudes. One was a teacher and one was a financial advisor, and they kind of came together. They was already homies. And then they came together and then they started kind of like working with each other. And then they started teaching this shit online. So in the last 2 years, they done built their brand up to like a powerhouse as far as financial literacy and getting money and how to get money. And y'all probably heard of these dudes. I ain't teaching y'all nothing. I'm not like putting you up on game or nothing like that. I'm just talking about people that's already viral right here on the internet. And if you get a chance to fuck with them, you'll like it. And you'll be like, okay, I fuck with these niggas because they're actually cool. One, I think name was like Mike Bilal Rashid. I can't remember the dude's names exactly, but I know their company called Earn Your Leisure. And see, they jumped into the clothing game. And you already know I'm in the clothing game heavy with Hood Films. In case you don't know, my brand, Hood Films, we actually were selling on the streets for like 20 something years in Chicago. That's what we did. Literally on the streets, out of car, out of anything, on a bus, on a train, door to door. That's what we did because my father had us in the projects, knocking on doors, selling shit, getting trick-or-treating. Everything we did we're always in the projects in the hood. That's what we did growing up. My last name was Hood. But making a long story short, as I got grown, I started doing the same thing, just saying like, well, fuck it, I know how to make money without having to talk to nobody. I don't need no boss, I don't need no nothing. You go get this brand name going and you push it to the world, and that's been working for me all this time. There's ups and downs, but it's been consistent. So my new movie, Killer Rapper, is just really a testament of that. I'm just basically doing it yourself, producing it yourself. After I got the trademark for Hood Films, I basically distribute my own work. And so you can go to my website, hoodfilms.com, and you can stream it, or you can watch it right here on YouTube. Well, I got many avenues where you can see the products. But I got in the game like that because it's just being self-made, self-created, and being on your own route and not having nobody tell you what to do. So having a clothing line is cool too because it allows people to wear it and rock it around the world. And so after hustling on the streets every single day for years, we got it in Walmart, walmart.com. So if you just put this word inside Walmart, bam, we'll pop up there and you can grab some gear right there on Walmart. Which is a major come up for me because I'm like, wow, Walmart.com, damn. So that's what happened for us. So that's a good thing. And I hope good shit happens for your brand because that's what I want to promote over here is basically entrepreneurism, getting your own route, having something that you do, and then giving it directly to the people. See, people say, well, damn, why the fuck would you be selling on the street? That don't make no fucking sense. Well, you get to hit directly to the consumer, directly to the person, directly to the people, and then they just become rocking with you because they rock with you because they met you right in the flesh. Like they ain't gotta look at you, they ain't gotta follow you or search you out or somebody tell you about them. It's right there in their face. And in a lot of ways, you could say that's slow though. That's slow. It is. But I learned something in life. If you meet 100 people, then that's how rich you'll be. Rich enough for 100 people to make you rich. But if you meet 10,000 people, then you could be even more richer than you would have ever been if you would have met 100. But then what if you could meet 1 million people? Imagine that. So I took that theory and I took that shit to the streets. And that's how I was able to meet so many people, learn different languages, talking to everybody around the world and get my brand to their ass and get money. So that's what I like about the Wall Street Trapper. I mean, Earn Your Leisure, because they talking to entrepreneurs, they kicking it with them, learning from them. Everybody got their own route from fucking credit lines to fucking truck driving to fucking, you name it. They got entrepreneurs all over the world that's black that's doing major shit. So that might be something y'all want to be interested in and fucking with them. But then I also kicked it with, but you know, no, let's go back to 85 South because why I watched that show is that Carlos Miller's funny than a motherfucker. So I got a video up right now where you can get like a snippet of how his comedy, how he do it, where he let the people talk and then he take the comedy from what they talking about, and he make it hood, like he make it funny to a personality that you probably would have ran into if you was in a neighborhood or something like that. And that to me is funny as fuck. So that's another reason why I watched the show, because like he carried his shit just by doing it. He do that even with the other comedian dudes on the show. Like he just got this gift where he could kind of make the joke be about some shit from the hood. And I like that kind of comedy. So definitely check that shit out if y'all didn't get a chance to see it. But the Wall Street Trapper too, little bro, he from New Orleans. He was on there. He basically a dude who learned how to get in the stock game. And how he got in the stock game was he got locked up from 2009 to 2009 to 2019. I forgot his numbers. 1999 to 2009. That's what his numbers was. So he did a 10-piece special when he was a shorty. So when he got out, he had learned how to do the stock game. So he taught himself how to do it. And then he just jumped in full throttle. And so that's very critical, because I got in the stock game too. And so it's like an investment. And so say, because basically I ain't got no white balls. So I don't go check in and work for what Caucasians. So I live my own life. So, but say I ain't got no money, or my money going low, or something happened like a pandemic, well, then you feel like, oh shit, I can't just basically go and get direct connect to my consumers no more. Or I got to wait for them to get money and then buy some shit online. Well, with the stock game, I was able to just go be like, let me just go get some money out the motherfucking stocks, and I'm good until I feel like going to get some more. And then when money come back in, I replenish my stock game and keep investing on up. But if I didn't have that money wouldn't be sitting there, or it'd just be enough money that I had in the bank. But while you learn the stock game, you also cutting and grooving with different stocks that you learn about or hear about. And so some shit might skyrocket, or this thing might go up from $1 to $3, and then you just jump in and jump out. It's all kind of moves and grooves that you do. But and I even started my own page called All Stocks Considered. You know what I'm saying? That's on YouTube. I ain't been pushing it that heavy, but I did make one because I got in the game, and I'm like, this is something that wasn't available back in the day for my knowledge level and shit. So it was like I heard about it, but I didn't know how to get in it. And so then I got in it. You got Cash App that'll let you get in the game now. Robinhood will let you get in the game now. Gang more, First Trade, Public, just a lot of apps that'll let you Webull, that'll let you get in the game. And you can jump in the game and start doing stocks. And see, this the cold thing about the stock game. And I know ain't nobody will ever tell you this, and I ain't gonna talk long about the stocks, is that every person that get in the stock game is individually done. Like say when you go to gym in grammar school, and the kid and somebody might be like, everybody gotta go to recess or some shit like that. We all got the same thing. We all could run. We all could fucking jump. We all could fucking scream loud as fuck. Yeah, motherfucker, you're a kid. You're not thinking about rules and regulations. So when the stock game was kind of like that, it's like a recess for everybody to go run and play. But some people uniquely cold, and you seen this shit when you were a kid. You got the same gift. You seen this shit when you were a kid. Like some people, they can run faster than a motherfucker. You be tripping like, damn, what the fuck told me this nigga like crazy could run. Or some people could jump higher than a bitch, and you like, damn, this motherfucker jump higher than a motherfucker. Or they could throw the ball like crazy far, and you tripping like, the fuck is freaking, this nigga arm hard, strong as fuck. So it's just like that in the stock game. You could get in the stock game and you'll fuck around and be able to come up harder than anybody else because of your personal unique mindset and how your shit tweak and how you fucking operate. Because again, it's like everybody for themselves. It's not like somebody gonna get, they trick you with the whole, I made more millions than anybody else. They not telling you that the whole game is just like walking outside the house. Everybody walk outside the house. Don't nobody walk outside the house and they get a better experience of air than you, or they get a better experience of water than you. The fuck, that even sound crazy because somebody even say that. It's the same thing like in that. You jump in the game and that shit start working for you and making money. You start walking around saying the same shit. I'm a guru at the stocks and I don't know what you guys are doing. It's all about hustle. So when you learn how to Wall Street hustle, Trapper, he got in the game and taught himself. And then he humble and he want to teach other people. And he out here bringing up how to build wealth. You feel me? And then he ended up connecting with them dudes, the Ernie Leach dudes. So now they cool. So you literally got, just like when you walk around and see Caucasians and they be in the suits and shit, and they be walking up in the rooms and shit, and they walk around you and you be like, oh shit, look at them white people, they rich. That's what these dudes did, wearing baseball caps and t-shirts and jeans and shit. They learned this game, the stock game, the fucking financial game, of how to save money, how to invest your money, how to put money on stocks and, and fucking, what's that shit? Airbnb and buy motherfucking all kind of shit that you couldn't even imagine. So I'm like, I've been watching the dudes over the years, you know what I'm saying? Not like I paid attention to them on a daily basis, but I was just peeping game how the time went on. And I was like, okay, I see what they on. But when they went on 85 South, I didn't even know they knew each other. I didn't even know they was a clique. So when they all got on there and they got to tell their story, and then the way Carlos Miller is able to rock the jokes and shit, that shit was really, really dope. So y'all need to fuck with that if y'all fuck with that. And then so I got with you already know what happened on the 5150 show. So I'm not finna go back over all that. The reason why I put that up here is because I want to tell you that Zoe Williams is gonna be on Craig Fax show this week. So Tuesday he gonna be on Craig Fax show because you had Corey on there this past Thursday, and he went on there and he did not let down. Corey went right on that motherfucker, snapped off. He was like, God damn it, fuck what you talking about. This motherfucker was on some bullshit and he a bitch and I whoop his ass. And Corey went crazy because some dude tried to drive reckless at Corey. He was on the show. I don't know if he a host every day because that's my first time watching it. But he came at Corey. He was like, hey, Corey, what was up with all that cap? And Corey like in a room with like 13 niggas and shit. He like, what you mean? Dude like, yeah, because you was talking about you was going to whoop dude ass last time when you was on the show. And then when you ain't say that when he was on the show with you. And then he was like, what? He was like, yeah, because dude, Zoe Williams said he'll beat your ass on the show. And Corey was like, what the fuck you talking about? He was on Craig Fax show. He like, he ain't say he whooped my ass. And everybody in the room was like, yes, he did. Yes, he did say that shit. He did say he'll beat your ass, Corey. And then he was on that motherfucker. Corey was like, oh, yeah? Well, that's my studio. I don't want to be getting into it with motherfuckers like that, fucking up my studio, going crazy. He said, so I ain't gonna even trip. Like, maybe he did say that. He said, but I'll let you know right now, I'll beat his motherfucking ass. I will fuck Zoe Williams up. He was everybody was like, what the hell? He was like, they said he gonna be on the show Tuesday, which is coming up. And he was like, well, call me. And I come down there and beat his motherfucking ass in front of everybody. That nigga Corey went crazy. And they was all like, no, man. No, we don't want nothing like that. Craig Fax was like, Corey, no, I love y'all. I look up to y'all. And I don't want nothing like that, man. I want y'all to make it up and be dope with each other and come back and be friends and shit. So that's what happened with that little motivation. So, and you know, other than that, it was funny to the motherfucker because Corey Holcomb went crazy. Some lady was on the show and she was a young chick. She do some kind of, I guess, massages and shit like that up in California where they live. And so she do some kind of physical shit like that. And then she was talking about how much she make money and how much money she making. And they was asking how much she sell pussy, how much money was she charging to sell pussy. So it was just really hilarious, man. Don't know if y'all got a chance to see that show, but if you do, you fucking love that shit. It was hilarious. So yeah. But other than that, yeah, so Zoe Williams is going to be on the show this week. And I'm wondering what that's going to be like if Zoe Williams is going to prove that he's a bitch-ass nigga or if he's going to be on there and he going to talk about why he was able to let Corey Holcomb talk that negative to him. Like, you know, a lot of people couldn't take that. You know, I definitely couldn't. It would have been like, I know we was homies. But see, I don't even understand all that homie shit. Like, that means zero to me because I played basketball my whole life. So homieism, we could be the best of goddamn friends, but if you cross the fucking line, you cross the line. I don't understand what the fucking homie shit got to do with it. That ain't got nothing to do with it because a homie wouldn't cross the line. But if you cross the fucking line, then only a homie is going to check your ass back across the line because it's like, I'm your homie. I'd rather fuck you up than you do that with somebody that try to kill you and shoot you. You know, so I guess Corey just probably, I think that what we don't know is called dynamics. You know what I'm saying? That when motherfuckers be around each other and we're not around them. And then it turns into some kind of physical shit just in a little homieism. And then one nigga get checked and the other nigga just understand it. Like, okay, this nigga fucked me up. Let me not cross that line again. But then the nigga who know that they'll fuck you up keep pushing you. And then it just so happened that it happened in front of the camera. But we wouldn't have seen all those other buildups. We would have not even known that those existed. So, but I think that that's probably more over what was happening versus it being a once in a blue thing. And it's like, oh my God, he just cussed him out in front of everybody. Like, nah, he probably had a couple of times more when he tried to disrespect him. And he just fucking let it slide or he didn't respond back right. And sometimes homies do that shit to each other. But that's why, you know, I got a cousin that used to be on some on-site shit. That he just be like, I don't give a fuck. When it's on, it's on. You know, and it's like that. So I don't think so. Williams got it like they wanted to be like that, but it just made him look like a clown for not being like that. So what he gonna say Tuesday when he's on the show, that will be determined. I don't know. We'll see what the fuck he say. That's Tuesday at Craig Facts. Y'all need to check that out. If y'all gonna be, you know, fucking with that. You fuck with that if you fuck with that. Yo, so the last thing I want to talk about is kicking it, watching the motherfucking $1 million worth of game. So I watched that show. That's Wallow and motherfucking Get It the King, Get It the Kid. I don't know if y'all see that, but that come on Mondays or some shit like that. I think tomorrow Monday. That come on in there. So I watched that shit. And that was a dope ass show too. I actually like that show because they be funny and shit. They kick it, you know, they have some hood shit, then they try to kick a little knowledge and all that too. But the show was kind of cool for me, you know what I'm saying? Because they had a little rap nigga on there named Russ. And I was familiar with this little dude rapping, but I didn't know who he was. I didn't really follow up on him. I just heard his name. I heard his songs and I heard his name. But then eventually I did find out who the kid was and I realized how rich he got in the music game. I was like, what the fuck? His career took off, and so he's like making he's making $100,000 a week off music. It's phenomenal. I know some of y'all have heard of this kid. I did not hear about his growth. I just heard a few of his songs, and then a big ass gap popped off, and then I heard about the kid at the end. He was already successful, so I didn't get a chance to see his process. I just heard his songs because I'm not familiar with him. But then I found out he's a white kid, and you know that's like a little dynamic when you talk about being a white kid, because it's easy for them to kind of get on because this their country. And I know we don't look at it like that because we all like, oh, we're American, we went to school. No, motherfucker, this America. Your ass was forced to be here. These motherfuckers come here on their own. So coming up is different. They don't say, you might not realize that, but it is. It's a big ass difference. I'm finna get a brewski real quick. Hold steady. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I thought that I say Shorty cool on the rap side. I guess he got his flow and shit like that. But you know, when you talk about making that kind of fucking money, well, you think about it, he's representing the kids who look like him, which is some other white kids. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking, he gonna come up a little faster than the average black kids. You know what I'm saying? And I know it seems weird to say that. Like, what you mean? What you mean? But this is America. I mean, here's a perfect example. If you go down the street in any city you in, give a fuck where you from, you're gonna see 99% of the store owners are people that's white because they took this country and this is their shit. And so you ain't gonna see no cities where black motherfuckers got majority of the cities or got even 10. And if it is some shit like Atlanta, I don't give a fuck where else you're from, that'll be just that one. You know what I'm saying? That's proof that a person that's white can come up faster than any goddamn body because this is their culture, this is their country. And it ain't that Saturday that's like, oh, their culture, like, well, Czechoslovakia and the fucking Yugoslavian or whatever the hell culture they from, Italian or whatever, that don't matter. Could it go off skin color in America? And then that's just how it go. So, you know, the kid being like, oh, I can make all this money and look how much money I made. Like, how hard is that? Fucking white. I mean, come on, let's keep it 100. You know, that's like a motherfucker saying, I've been to jail 100 times and I'm black. Of course your ass gonna be in jail 100 fucking. If they put Martin Luther King in jail for 33 fucking times, what the hell you think gonna happen to somebody like your ass? You know what I'm saying? So I ain't saying Shorty shouldn't come up or he shouldn't be happy or he didn't make it. I'm just saying the reality of it is it's gonna be easier for a white motherfucker to come up in America. Just like, for instance, the motherfuckers running up in the state capitol. They calling their ass trespassing. They calling their ass illegally entering a fucking building. Like, are you a fucking what? Y'all do know it was black people at that Black Lives Matter fucking protest around the country back in last June and the woman months front March, April, May, all that shit when after the pandemic kicked in, getting hit in the face with fucking them salt bullets or whatever, pepper spraying the shit out of people. People call fucked up situations, going to jail, police mobbing motherfuckers, beating their ass. They run up in the motherfucking Capitol and everybody stand back and be like, they are really Americans. They just feel uncomfortable about the way the country is going to what? There's so many ways that could have been the same kind of crimes that they put on black people, but it's proof that so if one of them people come up to somebody and say, I'm a American, I'm a patriot, I'm American because of what I did. No, you just basically white, so it's not going to be the same ramifications for you. You know what I'm saying? They'll lock niggas up just being 4 deep in a car, just being on a corner standing around. You don't have to fucking do nothing. You gotta break shit, steal shit, nothing. You know, so it's just how it is. So if you see a kid like Russ and he making it, he blowing up, or somebody like Eminem and they got a fucking radio station, Shade 45 and all this shit, it's not nothing to be like, damn, what the hell? It's like that's just their country. They're utilizing rap music to make their money. They don't have to really do that. They can fucking be executives, store owners, chefs, fucking anything else. Look at TV. So it's just the world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? But I say success to anybody. And after listening to the kid and how he did his process of making it from literally making 11 albums and the motherfuckers budging, not getting no love, and then coming up with a strategy was saying, okay, we'll just make 1 song albums and then push it. And then that shit just took off. So I ain't hating. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just talking about the dynamic between black success and white success, not the individuals that's involved. That's not what the fuck I'm talking about. So, but anybody that succeeds, I'm happy for them. Give a fuck if you're green or purple, as long as you believe in yourself and something came about that. And that's exactly what happened with that kid, Russ. So like I said, I fuck with his music. I'm happy for the shorty for getting on and goddamn it, not giving up on himself, because who else gonna fuck with you if he don't fuck with you? He built up his fan base after 11 years and started popping them songs out there. And now he got diamonds and shit. And he made it, got a fan base, and he young as hell. And congratulations. And so they had him on their show, $1 million worth of game, and they kind of kicked it with him because they more familiar with him than I am. And that was just dope, learning about the shorty, learning about his process of making money, and how he took that shit and parlayed that shit into a brand. And now his motherfucking internet game is going crazy. So you can't hate on something like that. You got to look at that shit and applaud it, because it's not hard to do to put yourself out there. It's very hard to do to put yourself out there. It's very hard to do to stay consistent with that shit. Because even like me going live like this on these things, I'm trying to fucking remember how I did it the last time all the time, because that's how the facts I'm not doing it enough consistently. You know what I'm saying? But you do that shit and then it'll just be second nature to you. You just pop on that motherfucker and boom, be straight. So that being said, that was the three things that I want to holler at y'all about. So I got my movies up here. They call Killer Rapper. It's right here on this page. You can check that out. It's flies. It's killed, and you're gonna love it. It's an hour long. It's free. Gave it to you for the free. So you ain't gotta be like, damn, man, what the fuck with hood, but that nigga want $50 to see a movie. Like, what the fuck? He the new Nip, what the fuck? And I would not charge you $50. It's gonna be $150. But for now, it's free. So go see it now before I do this new movie, which is my reunion movie, because I got a movie that's 10 years old that I shot in 2001. And now it's been 20, not 10 years, it's 20 years since I made that movie. So I want to remake it and do something else and add more flavor to the movie. You know what I'm saying? And do some extra shit. Plus, I got a book, my first book I ever made in my life, and it's called How to Make a Hood Movie. And I talk about all the stuff about how to make a hood movie. I tell you how to tell your story. I tell you all the good shit. It's a short little book, but this right here is a motherfucking legendary book right here. This is my first one. You see the little shots in there? You feel me? I got a little shots in there for you, a little something to read. Get with me on this. My first movie from 1999. It's a hood movie. It was a love story. And then I just went crazy after that. I just took over the world after that. So I'll let y'all in on that, man. But you can get this on Amazon.com. You can get this at Walmart.com. You can get that at where else? My website, hoodfilms.com. Holla at me, you see the brand. We got some clothes, we got some gear on Walmart.com, so you can go check some of that out. So I holler at y'all about the 3 things that I kicked it with on the weekly recap this week. I holler at y'all about the 85 South show and guest they had on there. I holler at y'all about the Corey Holcomb show and the fact that Zoe Williams is going to be on Craig Facts this week, Tuesday. So I definitely tune in with that. I'm gonna actually let y'all know what I think about that after I see it. So we'll see what's up with that, and then I'll let y'all know about 85. I'll let y'all know about $1 million for the game and how they had that little dude Russ on there and what they talked about on that. So $1 million worth of game come back on tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to probably talk to y'all about that after I watch it because I saw the little picture, but I don't know exactly who the person is that's on there because it's again, they know all motherfuckers that's in the game. I don't know everybody. So if I listen to them and see their story, then I just make my opinion from that because I don't know who the fuck everybody is on the show. But I do fuck with the show. You know what I'm saying? Just like on 85 South Show, they be having people on there like I never heard of these motherfuckers. But that don't mean they ain't famous or that only mean that they ain't real motherfuckers or none of that. You just, I ain't heard of them. That's all it is. So that's why I fuck with the show so I can learn about these motherfuckers are. So, and then so those 3 things, and then I also did some movie recaps that I showed you. I broke down some movie reactions right on my page too on some other videos, and y'all can check those out too because I'm letting you know about every time I watch a new movie. Every time I watch a new movie, I'm gonna try to tell you about what I think about it, or even a trailer. Like even sometimes I want to talk about trailers because they got the King Kong vs. Godzilla trailers that just dropped like a couple of days. I think earlier today. And I was going to talk to y'all about that. So if I don't talk to you about it today, then I might do something about that tomorrow. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful too because y'all been helping me build this page. Y'all been fucking with me like really heavy. Hood Films, we building up the channel. Y'all just putting motherfucker where I need to be. And I'm grateful for that because, you know what I'm saying? Without y'all, we can't elevate, baby. And I've been fucking with y'all back too because motherfuckers been hitting me up in the chats and shit or comments. And I just been hitting their ass right back. You know what I'm saying? Like getting on motherfuckers. It ain't nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, man, that's my weekly recap right there. I just gave it to you straight up right here. Your boy Hood Films. Hook me up, holler at me and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'm grateful for y'all coming back. And I'll be right back on here tomorrow with some other shit. Something I found out about or some movie shit. Something happening. All right, y'all. That's the end of this stream. Go to StreamYard and close it here.